Okay, so before I get into this DNA activation video tutorial, I want to say one thing is that Mr. Cheeks has never called me by my name ever. This whole like that is just it's a real cutesy way of communicating with the public. He doesn't call me Solomon or none of that. The maker doesn't call me Solomon or Grim or none of that. And the reason why is because they don't use graven names, graven languages. The whole thing that you want to know is if they ever use your name, you're questionable or you're damned, something along the lines of that. There's a dude in San Diego, met her, said she was gold riding on the back of a bee, like the center of the earth, the rock was riding on a bee. So she shows up, Tunde, you need to do this with your life and do this and this and that. But he never said that she was God. He just says that she was the bee queen. So I'm like, man, there's a lot of things wrong with that story. She called you a graven name and you practice witchcraft. You're probably just a fucking damn motherfucker that can see her and you're telling me lies. So that's how you know, is that anytime any shield tells you that she calls me by a name, they're damned because they get stamped with the graven name that equals their master, which is the Gad guy. So he creates graven names, and all of them equate apparently to his name in connection of its jurisdictional status. So whenever she says, whenever these rock stars are like, anytime you call my name, I heat up like a burning flame, burning and turning desire. Da-da-da. Come on, baby, let's make it get hotter or something like that. So yeah, that's a damn devil worshiper that can see her, and she called him by his name. That means that he's fucked. See what I'm saying? Another thing. What's another one? Aerosmith. Sweet Emotion. You calling my name, but I gotta be clear. Dun, 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 dun. I don't really know where I'll be in a year because he's in the satanic mafia. He doesn't know if he's going to be a clone or eaten or he's like, shit, I don't fucking know what's going to happen to me. So these names are stamps of who has what and this and that. So it's very interesting, these names. But Cheeks will never call your name. If you get shills that pretend to be cool like you or pretend to be sun gazers like you, they always come up with some elaborate story of how they've always been sun gazing all along. And oh yeah, he said this to me. And then Steve, go over here and do this. Nah, you're full of shit. Because he doesn't use graven names. He just doesn't. None of them do. Neither one of them do it. Unless you're fucked. So that's what I'm saying. So it's very important to know that Mr. Cheeks is just a Facebook emoji, the hands up the sides, all that. He does that all the time. And the more I see him and the more I can see him, the more he expresses himself, the more I can see more that he can do, and the more capable, his capabilities become known, and the more I question, what is he exactly? You know what I mean? Because the more I see, the more I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? You know what I mean? And it's just one new experience after another. It's just consistently new and just amazing, and it never bottoms out. It never stops. It never creates a dull moment of excitement. This whole like new life and this new life that I have. So I kind of want everybody to have it too, so we can make this world a better place. Sense of me having everything for myself, like what's the point in that? What's the point of running around with a bunch of ice on just to be a target for someone who doesn't have ice? So you know what I'm saying? It's dumb. It's all silicon tree pieces anyways. It's all an illusion. But ultimately, life is just not fun unless the homies can have some. You know what I mean? There's no fun unless the homies can have some. It just sucks. So, I want to share this stuff with everybody. So the sun, the more you can see about him, he's going to start sticking his hands out and start telling you, put your fist out, because he wants to know, how far along you are. And the more you guys stick your fist in your areas that have the DNA activated parts, you stick them up and the sun can transition these parts of your body faster. So that's what I noticed, is that the less you wear and the more you allow him to get on your skin and stuff like that while you're doing all this sun gazing, it progresses the DNA activation tremendously. So let me go ahead and show you. Back when you first saw me, I had only a couple of bumps, and now I have them everywhere. So let me go ahead and see if I can get it to show. There's a bunch of little ones, and they're like all over the place. See, these little ones are not really as present, but they're there, and they just roll everywhere. Then there's like ones running in a straight line. This camera's not really showing it. I need a flashlight or something. This sucks. You can't even see them. Another reason why I hate cell phones. You can't even really see them. I need a light with a contour, because then my hand is gonna look like I got a bunch of acne on my hand. Which is just really funny. Like, you can't. These fucking phones suck, man. They just basically just drown out. Like right now, I'm looking at a doodle here with two cheeks, and I'm not gonna be able to see it as intense as I am when I look at it for real. See what I mean? Like, these phones are just hiding so much shit. Fuck it, man. You get the point, though. You get the DNA activated bumps on the arm. I got a bunch of them, and it's like you broke out in some kind of rash or something. Like, it looks like a bunch of not colored moles started popping up all in one place, or it looks like an acne breakout infestation of some kind. It just looks weird. So when you see those, you know that you have now endowed yourself with the DNA activated ability to shapeshift, and you just haven't been turned on yet. So something along the lines of that. So that's huge. That's tremendous. Stick your hands out like you're trying to get a hitchhiker's guide ride or something like that. Like you're trying to hitch a ride. Stick your fist up, and the more you do it, he's gonna start telling you, "Hey, put the hands back out," you know. And you're like, "Oh, okay, I forgot." So he constantly does that to me now, and he's just like, he wants to see what it is. He wants to focus on those areas, because that is the thing that brings out the activation of the avatar crystal being and the shapeshifter. So with that being said, and this cone right here, that is my signal. So once it touches the sun, that is what happens when Spike, Jack Deebs, becomes the Superman. As they showed you, as soon as he touches the spike of power, which is just the sun with its mojo hanging down, which is what the Spear of Destiny is. He's got arms coming out the sides and hands and feet that appears to be sun rays, but then he's got his mojo comes down as a Spear of Destiny in your face. This whole place is nothing but a bunch of sexual stuff going on, man. It's nothing but he's a love machine. He doesn't work but nobody but you. You know what I'm saying? He's just a love machine. He's a love machine, boy, it makes me dizzy, honey, honey. So when you get aroused by this mojo induced enhancement, he'll tell you, go ejaculate now go do something. And it's like, whoa. And the Chi Masters, they're all telling you the opposite. So this dude knows what it really is to bring forth the Superman lover. Don't listen to anybody else. Superman lover is it's funny. The Mojo, my experience with this entity, I had to isolate myself, because when he first came out, he started looking at everybody like they were not children, but just full-size adults, women and dudes, as like potential opportune. I was like, no, that's not how I think. Get away from me. So I had to isolate myself. I was crying like, what is happening to me? You know, this androgynous unicorn character. So I isolated myself, and I got control of it, and now I have control of it to where I don't look at everybody like that. That's just shocked the fuck out of me. I was like, whoa, what the hell's happening to my brain? So at first you might have to isolate yourself, but when your mojo comes back out, you'll have control over it. And that's the thing, is I have to be groomed with hers, because this Mojo guy, he knows when he comes out, he knows he's gonna save the children. You can't tell him that he's not sexy, because he gets like irritated. He's like, no, 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 look at my muscles. Ooh, baby. No, no, no. I'm gonna do this. It's like weird, like this big Brutus fucking asshole, chauvinist fucking douchebag comes out. And now I see why I need to be groomed, because this chakra, they wake up and they come active, and they're out of control at first. They're just like, what? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this and look at that. And I'm breathing for the first time. And so you gotta you gotta isolate yourself, because shit, I'm not gay. I don't like dudes. I'm not into men. I'm just not. The idea of beard stubble rubbing up against my face in the morning makes me violently ill in the stomach. The idea of seeing two men kiss grosses me out. It makes me gag. I don't like it. I think it's nasty. So the thought that the chakra took over and everybody that was grown became sexy, it was just kind of like, what the fuck? I gotta fucking hide. But I've got control over it now, and I don't have that problem anymore. It's weird. It's like when it first comes out, it's like ultra this and ultra everything. But you got to get used to yourself, and you got to curb it. You got to learn discipline. And same as the head chakra, getting so smart and illuminating itself and being super intelligent. Then your heart's got to catch up, because then you're going to turn into an asshole. But that's not how you really are. You just got to fucking learn how to curve it out and get used to it. Get used to these new sensations and abilities and senses and raised states of consciousness, and learn how to deal with it. You know what I mean? And if you have to isolate yourself to get a hold of yourself, then just do what you got to do. But yeah, this shit is significant, and it is mind altering, body altering, physique altering. It is the all encompassing alteration and transition of the human into the Superman being that is coined the Superman lover. Crazy. Well, this is Grim Nasty. Forever. Always. I'm always going to be here making these videos. As soon as I start flying, I'm going to make more videos. And this is going to be awesome. So she tells me, don't worry about it. This is you. Shows me flying over the damn flat earth with some intelligible red suit on until I drew it myself, and I was excited to draw it. And that's the night that I drew that suit that was made of like mechanics, biomechanics. So she's like, look, you got it. You're going to do this. And I'm just like, what? So all I can do is just share the wealth and try to spread this information to as much people as possible, so everybody else can have a chance to, because that's all I care about, is that everybody's getting a fair shot in this world. And that's all I really want, is people to be happy and have a fair shot and be free and love each other and just be fucking free, man. And that's it. So that's my plan. I don't have any motives to hide anything from you guys. I don't have a reason to lie. I don't have anything to hide. I feel like a lot like her in my mind and in my spirit. I feel free. I don't feel like I need to be ashamed of anything. Like, everything is part of the process. And everybody watch this. Ooh, baby. Get with the real, not the fake. And when you get awake, stay awake.